All right. It has been a it has been almost a week since we wrapped up Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke, and I know it might be a bit early, but I have way too much nostalgia and eagerness to just start on Pokemon Gold. So you know what? I say it's high time we get started on that. All right. First off, check on. Definitely want these as fast as possible. Okay, so for this one, I think we should keep going until we face red, unless we get really screwed over. Hmm? You woke me up. You check the clock for me. What time is it? Oh, wow. 12 o'clock. How many minutes? 12:02. Overslept. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Yes, we know, it's Oak. I cannot even tell you how many times I just played this as a kid. Even the post game, which there wasn't a whole lot of. Now, Generation 2 had a lot of good things about it. It also still had some pretty rough things about it compared to today. Alright. As always, we are named Flame. Honestly, I think when it comes to rivals, Generation 2 has the strongest contender of a rival. Because he actually starts off as a bad guy. Which is pretty strong. Okay, we don't have a free potion. We also have a decoration system here, which gets greatly expanded in Generation 3 and even Generation 4. Oh, Flame, our neighbor, Professor Elm, was looking for you. He said he wanted you to do something for him. Oh, I almost forgot. Your Pokemon gear is back from the repair shop. Here you go. This was one of the features added in that really kind of pushed things forward a little bit. It's essential if you want to be a good trainer. Oh, the day of the week isn't set. You mustn't forget that. What day is it? Well, I mean, today is Sunday. Um, yeah, it is. It is DST. By the way, do you know how to use the phone? Yes, I do. Don't you just turn on and select the phone icon? Phone numbers are stored in memory. Just choose a name you want to call. Gee, isn't that convenient? Now, about the phone system, the phone system kind of got a bit more complicated with the remakes for during the Generation 4 era. I see him. Alright. What's up, Professor? There you are. I needed to ask you a favor. I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It is intriguing, but we're busy with our Pokemon research. Could you look into it for us? I'll give you a Pokemon for a partner. They're all rare Pokemon that we just found. Go on, pick one. Alright, so the Pokemon that we have are Cyndaquil, Totodile, and Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. And now, this is one of those things that I have a major issue with in terms of what it comes down to. How do we choose the Pokemon? Because that's why I started off with Yellow. Yellow, you don't get a choice. You just get Pikachu. Here's Cyndaquil. Slot 1, Cyndaquil. Now, Cyndaquil has a decent special attack, so, I mean, that's good. This is Totodile. Totodile has a very good attack stat. Not that great special, though. It's not that great special attack stat, though. That's another thing. Generation 2 came with the special split. Special is now split into special attack and special defense. So we can't turn around and cheese things like we did in Gen 1. And Chikorita, which is bulky on both sides, but can't really hit that hard. So, you throw it over to the big screen here. We have here a D4, a 1D4 dice, also known as a pyramid dice. Not necessarily a true pyramid, because a true pyramid has 4 points going up from a square, but this is how we're going to determine. Cyndaquil is in 1. Totodile was in 2. Chikorita is in 3. Now, if we end up rolling a 4, that is a reroll. So, let's see what we get. That's a reroll because it's a 4. Well, Totodile it is. It's actually impressive how quick it brings you to choose your starter, and later on it gets a bit more lengthy in terms of how you choose your starter, plus Generation 3 has that whole, oh no, the professor is getting attacked by a wild Poochyena. We need to turn around and pick a Pokemon like right now. But there is a glitch with Generation 1. It is an exploit, it is a glitch, and it is doable in even Crystal, but Crystal has a tighter time window. You can essentially start off with all 3 starters, but it's a little tricky. It requires the utilization of how the game saves. So let's go ahead and get Totodile. And I always have a name for my Totodile, my Croconaw, and Feraligatr. Now, as I said, Totodile is pretty strong in the physical sense, so when we get to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, that actually gets to be very much appreciated. Okay, good. It is a male Totodile, so it is more offensive either way. Cayman. You know, like the actual crocodilian. Mr. Pokemon lives near Cherry Grove, the next city. It's almost a direct route there. If your Pokemon is hurt, you should heal it with this machine. We don't have Pokeballs. Oh, here's my phone number. Important. Call me if something comes up. There's a lot of things Generation 2 did, such as hold items. What is this? Okay, it's just a berry. That's actually not a bad one to have, because it's just pretty good. Alright. In Generation 2, they took the concept of Nidoran male and Nidoran female and made it almost exclusive, made it almost very wide. Very, very wide. It got to the point where everyone started realizing that in Generation 2, if you had a male Pokemon, it would have higher attack stats. But if you had a female Pokemon, it would be more defensively invested. They would change this in Generation 3. They also changed how you navigated the stat menu. 21 HP, I think that's good. Scratch and Leer, which is awesome. Yeah, right off the bat. Attack 13, 12 defense. It is more physically oriented. It's got decent speed. Even for a little Cupmon. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. Alright. They also set things up in the... They also changed the bags up. We now have items on the left pouch, balls in the center pouch, key items in the main pouch, and TMs and HMs in the right pouch. And of course, Poke Gear, which is basically how we do our map as well as phone calls. Oh, giving us a potion? Yep. Now, this is also when the different colored Pokemon were introduced. Effectively known as shinies. Like Gyarados is normally blue, there's the red Gyarados that everyone encounters. Pink Dittos are now blue if you manage to find a shiny one. Sentret's actually not a bad mon, but we're not going to battle anything. We're not. There's a lot of things. They fixed the issue with Ghost not affecting psychic types at all. They added some new moves. Of course, there's 100 new Pokemon exclusive to the Johto Dex. And of course, we still have Pidgey. Now, there's a lot of different routes coming up. But because we don't have any Pokeballs, we can turn around and get this. And you'll notice there's different trees. There's this tree, which, you know, I mean, it's a 2-box tree. But then there's this one down here. That is a Headbutt tree. And Headbutt is a really strong utility move. Sometimes if we don't like what we encounter in the grass, because we are using the rerolls, we are using the reroll mechanics. Not mechanics, but oh god, I'm losing my mind. What do you got? Okay, talking about saving. But, we are having those clauses on standby. So, with that in mind, the Nuzlocke hasn't even started. But, I mean, this is the longest amount of time it takes... Oh, I'll take a berry. This is the longest amount of time it'll take in order to go from getting your starter to getting your Pokeballs. There is another that's a little lengthy, but... Oh, we should probably talk to this guy. Just because... We're not going to 100% it, but we are going to take, we are going to grab all we can. So, I guess while we're doing this, rules of a Nuzlocke. Rule 1. The first Pokemon you encounter in a route, you have to catch it. There are clauses that I am going to be using, such as duplicates and species clause, if it's the same species in its evolutionary line, or if it is one that you already caught. It is it's so that we actually have a diverse team and, you know, Pokemon in the back. Generation 2 also second rule. Second rule, if a Pokemon faints for whatever reason, self-destruct, OHKO moves, or recoil damage, anything like that, we cannot use that Pokemon anymore. But that's also why we wanted to do that. We need the map. Third rule, every Pokemon must be nicknamed. But Generation 2 introduced 2 new typings, and it would be that way for 5 more generations, until Generation 6, in which they added Fairy. There are now Dark types, and there are Fairy types. Now, with this, it's going to be a bit interesting, because Generation 2 has a day-night cycle. And because of how the cartridges were back in the day, you can't really just, you know, set it down for a couple of years and then pick it back up, because it keeps the time. It keeps the time so that I can switch between its day and its night. So if you still have a physical cartridge, you would have to change that battery about 4 times as fast as a regular Generation 1 cartridge. Pokemon eat berries. Yep. More berries. I mean, it was a really good mechanic, but it had a massive drain on the lifespan of a cartridge. And it took a lot in order to... It took a bit of work in order to take apart the cartridge in order to replace the battery. Albeit, just a Metapod. Alright. Poison Cure. That can be helpful. Now, hold items are very much appreciated, and you can have your Pokemon hold any item. Hello, you must be Flame. Professor Elm said that you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. A mystery egg, huh? I know a couple who run a Pokemon daycare service. They're just south of Goldenrod, right? They gave me that egg. I was intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Professor Elm is the authority. Even Professor Oak here recognizes that. You talking about me? If my assumption is correct, Professor Elm will know it. Aha, so you're Flame. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. Go back to Kanto. I was just visiting my old friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon? We don't see this in Kanto at all. Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are our friends. He saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care. You know nothing. You seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. Wikipedia. It's a Pokemon index. It's a Pokemon index. Pokemon index. Pokédex. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokédex. But I've stayed too long. I have to get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Flame, I'm counting on you. Okay. You are returning to Professor Elm? Yeah, your Pokemon should have some rest. Alright, I'm depending on you. Alright, so we got the mystery egg. We're on our way back. Oh, what's this? It's a disaster. Terrible, you say? Well, that's not fun. That's not great. I mean, people who play Generation 1 know that you get your Pokemon, you battle your rival, you get your Pokeballs after you do a small little errand for Professor Oak. And that can all be done within 15 minutes. This, not so much. I mean, 20 minutes already. Just through explanation and other stuff. I'm gonna do a safety save. I know the Nuzlocke hasn't even started. Okay, 16 minutes worth of playtime. Alright, here we go. Who are you? You got a Pokemon at the lab. What a waste. A wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. First, here is our rival battle. As always, this is why I didn't want to grind, because we would just destroy Chikorita. Chikorita looks cute, but it has those vampire-like fangs. And I love how they did the backspars for Generation 2. It is a definite step up from Generation 1. Okay, so we know Chikorita's bulky, But it doesn't have much in order to fight against us because, okay, we're doing this. Now, another thing that is a change from Generation 1 to Generation 2. Crits are no longer dependent on your speed stat. Okay, so we're speed tied. Chikorita is bulky, but it has no offensive stats. So, yeah, depending on the speed tie, we should be alright. And we still have that berry. Now, berry's going to come in clutch. They also changed the how turn orders work, all of that. So, with that berry, we're always going to be able to beat this Chikorita. I mean, came in... Totodile right out the gate definitely is a better run starter because of its high physical attack stat. And that's how we get level 6. 14 attack, 13 defense, 11 speed. Alright. Are you happy you won? Hey, thanks for the money. My name's... I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Out of my way. Needless to say, he does start off as a bad guy. And it's not his fault. It's primarily how he was raised. Alright, and this is also when we start seeing admins. There's 3 admins for Team Rocket, or the remnants of. And this does take place 3 years after the events of Generation 1. Just trying to save some time. So, we beat our mysterious rival. The first one is always a gimme. Oh, hello. I heard a Pokemon was stolen here. I was just getting some information from Professor Elm. Apparently, it was a young male with long red hair. So wait, you're talking about a long-haired ginger. Okay. What? You battled a trainer like that? Did you happen to get his name? Yes, actually. There is no other prompt for this. But in either case, he is Silver. Okay, so Silver was his name. Thanks for helping my investigation. Alright. Alright, you alright? This is terrible. Oh yes, what was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? Here's the egg. But is it a Pokemon egg? If it is a great discovery. What? Professor Oak gave you a Pokedex? Flame, is that true? That's incredible! He is superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. I mean, have you heard what happened 3 years ago? Ah, Flame, you may have what it takes to become the champion. You seem to be getting on great with Pokemon too. You should take the Pokemon Gym Challenge. The closest gym would be the one in Violet City. Flame, the road to the championship will be a long one. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mother. Also, have you heard of this Nuzlocke challenge? Alright. Alright, Mr. Assistant. Now, the Nuzlocke begins. So already, I mean, I would do Silver because it has some quality of life touch-ups. But as it stands, alright, we can't get anything in New Bark. At least not yet. There are no headbutt trees, so we would need a fishing rod. Alright. Route 29. Route 29 we can get an encounter on. Cherry Grove we would need, I think, either a headbutt or a fishing rod. Route 30 we can get an encounter on. Route 31 we can get an encounter on. Violet City, I think that one we would need fishing or surf. Maybe headbutt. Sprout Tower is its own area, so we can get something there. And this would be the earliest time we could actually get... That would be the earliest time that we could generally get a Ghastly, which is phenomenal. But at the same time, it still suffers quite a bit. The most that I think we would fight in there would be Rattata, Ghastly if we ended up coming across it. 32, we would need a... I mean, there's plenty of other things. The Ruins of Alf. The Ruins of Alf, I'm going to skip. Except for one thing. Now, the reason why the Ruins of Alf I don't like is because the only Pokemon you get in there are unowned. Union Cave. Oh man, there's quite a number of Pokemon we could get in there. 33. You could get a Pokemon there. Azalea. Azalea has no pawns, so we would need Headbutt. Slowpoke Well, we can get an encounter in there. Ilex Forest, an encounter in there, and that's also where we get Headbutt, I believe. 34, we get a Pokemon there. Goldenrod. I don't think there's any real way of us getting a Pokemon encounter there. But there is an Eevee there. There is an Eevee there. The radio tower, that's important. 35, we get an encounter. National Park. Now, there's two ways that we can get an encounter for the National Park, but we'll get to that when we get there. 36, which we could get an encounter there pretty easy. 37, that's just north. Ecruteak, there is fishing there, and I think some headbutt trees. The Tin Tower, which we probably won't be going for a long while. The Burn Tower, we can step in and get encounters there. 38, 39. Olivine would be fishing. I don't think there's headbutt trees there. The Lighthouse has no Pokemon. Route 40, that's a fishing or surf. Maybe Rock Smash. World Islands, we won't be touching that for a much longer while. But there is a possible encounter there. 41, which is just after that. Cyan Wood would be fishing and Rock Smash. Then we go to 42. Mount Mortar. Which... There's not as many static Pokemon encounters in Generation 2. Because, I mean, our first static encounter would be the egg that we would get after beating the gym leader. After that, it would be... not Azalea. After that, the next static would be Goldenrod, but it would be on our return trip after talking to Bill so that we get an Eevee. After that... there's a static here, which just ends up being a Shuckle. I mean, free Pokemon. Mount Mortar has a guy that gives you a Tyrogue, but it takes a lot to get to him. Lake of Rage has a static encounter. I mean, there's plenty of static encounters, but it takes a while to get to them. Yeah, there's no static encounter in Dragon's Den. Dark Cave, there's no statics. And then, of course, there's the legendary statics, which we don't touch. So, altogether, that's 5 regular Pokemon statics that we either earn or are just given. There's 2 legendary statics, and then there's 3 legendary roaming, which we aren't going to touch that either. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to our mom and get this on the road. That's a cute Pokemon. Where did you get it? So you're leaving on an adventure. Okay, I'll help out too. Oh, what can I do though? I know, I'll save money for you. On a long journey, money's important. Do you want me to save your money? A lot of people would say no. I say yes, because even in the remake, she does not spend your money no matter what. So what you get at the end is exactly the same as if you didn't turn around and is if you brain. Okay, so if you do save money and she purchases things for you, she doesn't actually take any money from your savings, but she does. So you still get the same amount of money. I like saving some money simply because by the time we get to the Elite Four, we need all that money. By the time we're ready to go for the Elite Four, we need all that money. That way, once we get there, we can stock up on everything. I'll take care of your money. Be careful. Pokemon are your friends. You need to work as a team. Now go. Alright. So with that, our adventure begins anew. Right. Catching tutorial. I've seen you a couple times now. How many Pokemon have you caught? Totodile? Would you like me to show you how to catch a Pokemon? Thankfully, no. Oh, fine then. Anyway, if you want to catch Pokemon, you have to walk a lot. Yeah, go back into your grass. Alright. Who's our first friend? I'll take it. I am actually glad that they changed how Gust works. Okay, I don't want to hit it because it might take it down. So let's just throw a ball. Ah, okay. Okay, it only knows Tackle. It doesn't get Gust yet. I'm going to scratch it. Come on, live? Okay, that's much better. So now that's a better capture range. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. I'm sorry? Oh, I forgot to give Kaiman another berry. Okay, that's definitely automatic catch range. First crit of the series. Alright, we got Pidgey. Alrighty. Alright, what to nickname this? What to name this? No, that wouldn't make sense for it. It's because this flies. This flies. I might as well go with a good old one. Edrib. Alright, let's take a look. Lived on 2. May also definitely more offensive. Good, good. It only has Tackle for now. Decent stats all around for being a low-level Pokemon. So we are going to have to find a way to train it up. And I need to go heal. Now, there is another encounter that we can get before going back through Cherry Grove. So we can get a total of 4 to 5 encounters, depending. Alright. Now that we got that, Cyndaquil is kept safe. Alright. funnily enough, Heracross is an extremely rare Pokemon encounter, and yet it's a decent mon. It's a decent Pokemon. Ah, yes! I love it! Pokemon that you've already caught or have logged in your Pokedex now show up with that Pokeball icon next to their just under their name. It's beautiful. Okay, this is female, so definitely more tanky. Alright. So we're going to be grinding a little bit. The main problem with Generation 2 is when it comes to its grind, because its story is spread across 2 regions. So to speak. Alright. Now, this is Route 46. Okay, so it's definitely different from 45. Now, Route 46, we have a chance of getting a good encounter here, and I'm hoping for it. And I'm hoping it's female too. The thing is we don't have anything to really hit this thing with. Nope, it's a Spearow. I'll take it though. Spearow at least knows Peck and Growl. We're gonna have to restock here in a bit. Oh, I need to give them berries. Okay. We have 2 Pokeballs. Come on. Get on the ball. Alright. And hey, guess what? Jack's back. Jack is back. Jack's Spearow. Alright, what do you got? Yep, you got Peck and Growl. Perfect. Oh yeah, you can now actually go in and move sets around. There's just a lot of quality of life changes that were made. That just make this so beautiful. Now, if only there were some grass types to show up. But at least we have a couple of answers. So, we have 2 encounters down. The fact that you can get so many encounters just before Violet City. What's going to be a little rough is Dark Cave, because we need Flash for that, and we don't get Flash for a while. I think we do get Cut though. No, Cut's in the 2nd gym. Oh wait, I need to go buy supplies. Cause bugs, we got bugs coming up in the next 2 routes. Okay, buying 10 balls because Premier balls are not a thing. How many potions we got? I think we only got 2, so I'll take 3 potions. And I'm going to take 2 antidotes. Okay, that should be enough to get us really... That should be enough. And recommended level, I think, would be a good 10. Just to get things rolling. But we still have plenty of other encounters to go through. Alright, okay. What is this route's Pokemon? Caterpie, level 3. And it's female. It's more bulky. It is more bulky. So it can live. Okay. I'm just going to say that was a low roll and not even try. Not even try for another hit. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, good lord, come on! Okay. So we really do need to put it down a little further. Okay. Ooh, that was a decent attack. Must have high attack DVs. Alright! Low roll, please! Okay, that'll work. That's a sure capture now. Hmm? Unfortunately for Caterpie, it's not that great. But it is a good special attacker when it evolves. And yes, I do. Okay, normally I would name this Kingpin, but you know what? No, let's go for the other side of that. Okay, Caterpie is gonna take quite a bit to level. But that's all encounters so far before our first trainer battle. So we're gonna take some time in order to grind up the team. We at least want them to be at about level 5-ish. And before we're done with Violet, we definitely want our team to be at about level 10 to 12. Alright. Thing is I think I might need to switch train Caterpie because it just doesn't have that strong of an attack stat. I think they gave Pidgey Tackle instead of Gust as its beginning Vern's at its low level move, simply because they did retype it. Alright. Alright, that'll help out. So yeah, swap training might be in order. And I can't give Caterpie a berry because, I mean, we're out of berries. If there's nothing but Caterpie and Metapod here, that's just kind of what we need. Alright, another 22. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, level 4 Pidgey. I'm saying we swap to Cayman. Simply because level 4 Pidgey is a little... It's a little bit more bulky, and it's going to take Cayman to take it down. Ooh. I mean, we're going to win the HP race here. And our berry procs. Alright, Jack's level 4. Alright. And that other... Well, hello. How you doing today, Peter? Alright. The one Pokemon I was hoping that we would get from that other route instead of Spearow was a Geodude. Because Geodude is just beauty for the first 4 gyms. We are outspeeding this Pidgey with a level 3 Caterpie. Oh, okay, never mind, it was a speed tie. Okay. Yeah, I think now would be a good time to go back and heal. Alright. Our very first random trainer is a trainer that is very well known throughout the entire Pokemon series. Rattata Joey. And Rattata Joey says his Rattata is the best Rattata. It's the top tier Rattata of Rattata. Unfortunately, that Rattata has 0 DVs in everything. Ooh, Metapod. This is perfect! At this point, we're just going for experience and... Yeah, we're just gonna whittle this thing down as much as we can. Because it can't do anything to us. All it knows is Harden. I'm actually glad we didn't run into a Metapod as our first encounter on this route. Because, that would be a pain. Metapod from the wild do not have tackle. Come on. So yeah, we're gonna be here a bit. Maxed out defense on that. The only way we can get through this is if we end up landing a crit. Which is, I think, a static 10% chance to begin with. Or less, I can't remember. But if that's the case... Oh, they also changed how critical hits work in this, I believe. And if they didn't do it here, they did it in Generation 3. Because critical hits in Generation 1 did not account for stat increases or stat drops. This means you could have a +6 attack. You could have a +6 attack, landing a critical hit against a -6 defense Pokemon on the other side of the team, and it counts as both stats being neutral before doubling its damage. So they ended up fixing that for this generation, I believe. Alright, here we go. Alright, Queen Pin is now 4. Ooh, that's not bad. But those stats will definitely change. Alright, time for some Edrib. And we are definitely swapping back to Cayman for this. Ugh. The reason why I'm saying 4 hours for this to start off is mainly because it takes a lot to get going with Generation 2. I mean, yeah, they're speedrunners, but they know this game inside and out and know their routes. They know their step. They know their step counts. They know a lot of what they're doing. Me, I like having fun. And I would just enjoy playing this casually. But if I did it casually, I would put this down and not be able to pick it back up. Right, we don't have any more berries. Can we take this down? Yeah, okay, I think we can take this down. Yep, there we go. And a critical hit to boot. Okay. Edrib's level 4. And Cayman is level 7. Alright. 16, 15, 12. Rage. Rage is actually not bad early on. So we're definitely going to go heal. The main reason why Rage is pretty good is against Bugsy. Bugsy's Scyther has Fury Cutter. It's stab, but it only ramps up in damage when it consecutively hits. Rage ramps up in damage every time you're hit. And I think Rage is a lock-in, which is fine. I know speedrunners use Rage a whole lot. And on Nuzlocke, it is you kind of have to know what you're doing in order for it to be really effective. But yeah, how the gym scales how the gym leaders scale in Generation 2 is vastly, vastly different from Generation 1. Generation 1, okay, you fight Brock, he's got level 12. Then you fight Misty, level 21. Then you fight Lieutenant Surge, he's got a 30. You fight Erica, level 34. You fight Koga, he's starting to touch level 40. You fight Sabrina, she's touching level 45. You fight Blaine, touching 50. You fight Giovanni, he's touching 50. Here, it's definitely a lot more scaled back, to where Claire's Pokemon don't exceed level 45-ish, I think. So it's definitely better because Faulkner's is like, okay, level 10, level 12, what have you. Bugsy's 15. Whitney is 20s. Morty is in the 25s. Chuck's in the 30s. Jasmine's kind of a little bit between 30 and 35. I can't remember the old man. I think he's I think he's just getting to 40, and then you got Claire, who's comfortably in the low to mid 40s. I say comfortably. And the berry procs. Okay, I'm gonna swap to Cayman. Wow, 5 damage on a crit. Hold on. Starts off as less damage, but it'll start ramping up real strong. And the crit to boot. Okay, Rage no longer locks you in, but it's still a very viable option. Alright, a Caterpie. That's gonna crit. Nice. Ugh. Never mind the fact that the soundtrack for this game is just beautiful. It hits me with nostalgia, but I also understand that Generation 2 had some problems. Like, the length of the game, and how long it takes to grind up. It takes so much longer to grind up to level 100 in Generation 2. At least, grind up a team to level 100. But its post-game did leave the moniker of a post-game really fulfilling. I mean, I know there's post-game stuff that you can do in Generation 3 that's not Emerald. But still. I didn't want to touch Crystal because Crystal forces you to release the legendary beasts. And that's not how I like to roll. Because they're going to roar or they're going to flee no matter what. Which means we lose out on... I mean, they're a legendary. You can't really count them as a static if they're a roaming legend. But you have one shot to catch them, and it's not easy without a Master Ball. The earliest time we could get a Master Ball depends on our user ID. I mean, if we could get to Goldenrod right now, today, that would have been speedrunning. That would make me a fantastic speedrunner because, and the same day you start the game, I think you can get to Goldenrod. You can get the Master Ball from that lottery there. I mean, if you're playing it casually, checking on that once a week isn't a bad deal. Oh, okay, I didn't win. Oh, hey. But it also does promote trading with friends. Okay, we need to get Jack back up front. I didn't realize I was grinding Egypt up that high. Speaking of... But the fact that we got both birds, that's actually pretty good, because one is definitely more utility-oriented, and the other is just straight up, you want it on your team. But there's a couple of different ways. There's a new thing in Generation 2, which was hinted at because of Pokemon Yellow. And that's a hidden friendship meter. Certain Pokemon evolve when they have high friendship. How do you gain friendship? Every 252 steps you gain 1 happiness. If you use an item on it, it gains happiness. If it wins a battle, it gains happiness. So that's actually a really good incentive of, like, keeping your Pokemon up. Now, there are ways that you can lower their happiness. Making a Pokemon faint, they lose 5 happiness. Using a bitter medicine on them forces them to lose happiness. So, return and frustration definitely played off of this mechanic. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. I was going to have a Caterpie kind of stay at the forefront anyway. But, go figure, right? I'm swapping. This thing hits hard. What am I doing? I should be hitting Rage. Rage will eventually do more damage. I mean, Scratch is consistent damage. Rage, it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. It does have a cap. Rage is just too good to not click. If you have to spend a turn healing, then you lose your Rage bonus. And considering how low HP that Pidgey is anyway. Okay, I'm actually going to move Rage up. There we go. That way the next time I have to go into Cayman can just Rage. Well, guess what? We gotta go back into Cayman. Alright. Now we're getting it up. I can't spend a turn to heal, otherwise I lose all this Rage bonus. And Pidgey's going to go down next attack. I mean, Rage can be very, very powerful. Imagine Rage on a very bulky Pokemon. Like, it's got a lot of HP, it's got proper defenses. Oh wait, that's right. Wobbuffet can't learn anything other than counter-type attacks. Okay, we actually don't get the bicycle until we get to Goldenrod, and getting the bicycle then is actually very useful because there's also the daycare center. There's the daycare center there too. But yeah, we have a lot of Pokemon encounters just before we get our first gym badge too. I mean, there's the route outside. There's the route just north of that. There's the 2 routes north of Cherry Grove. There's Dark Cave. There's Sprout Tower. That's 6 encounters. And that's before we factor in eggs. Because the egg I'm counting as a static because you need it with you anyway. But once we get the bicycle, which, depending on how much we're grinding, we might hatch that egg much earlier anyway. Because using the bike is a whole lot faster. You know what? Battle with the Caterpie. Okay, it's either speed tied or I can't remember. That's not fun. Jack. Okay, so we're a bit slower, but that's fine, that's fine. Jack's got this in the bag. I just realized I didn't hit the record button. At least when I'm done with this, I can just upload it to YouTube. Okay, Queen Pin's attack stat is not looking too hot. Can't escape from a level 3 Weedle, Caterpie. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? I mean, the team's looking okay. I mean, technically we could dodge him, but what we do want is all the experience. We need all the experience we can get. And Rattata Joey, here we are. A level 4 Rattata with 0 DVs. Pursuit is in this generation, so later on we have to be very careful. Switch training when Pursuit is in play is terrifying. Which means we might end up losing a Pokemon or two just because of Pursuit. Just because of Pursuit. Okay, he went for Tail Whip again. That's perfect. That is perfect. They also changed the experience share and how that worked in this game, which I'm happy about. Okay, not talking to Joey. We're not talking to Joey. I'm trying to remember when the bug catching contest is active. Is it Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday? Oh, he's got a level 2 Pidgey. This might be perfect. Okay, decent damage, decent damage. And how much we taken? Okay, not bad. So we can actually beat this Pidgey down. Especially if we get a crit. Uh-oh. Who's messaging me? Alright. I apologize for that, but, I mean, it happens, right? Another Rattata? Okay, let's take a look. It's a level 4 Rattata. I'm definitely swapping. I could go into Jack, but you know what? No, Cayman. Cayman's better. Cayman is a better bet. Cayman is a better bet because Cayman can at least live hits and he can use the Rage. Okay. Okay, Cayman is now level 8. That's perfect. Alright. We definitely should go back and heal up before going any further, just because Caterpie is going to need it. We've exhausted all berries for today. That's the thing. Berries regrow after a full day. In fact, there was a way that I used to cheese it. If I hadn't been playing on my cartridge when I was a kid for a while, I would wait until 11:30 in the evening, which would be 23:30 for those of you who are not in the States. I would wait until 11:30 p.m., gather what berries I wanted, wait until the clock rolled over to 12:01 a.m., and then go and repick those berries because it resets them after midnight. it was a way to cheese the system, but at the same time, it was also a way to get Kurt to hurry up. Because if there's one thing about Kurt, we are not using him for balls. Because, yeah, Generation 2 had that idea, but in terms of how things were, it just didn't work out. Love balls only work on same-gendered Pokemon instead of opposite-gendered Pokemon. I mean, when the mechanics turn around and have a Pokeball not work as intended, something's not right. Now there's the fastball. Fastball is pretty good, but it only works on the first turn. So, I mean, there's that. There was a lot of other Pokeballs that should have worked, but didn't. Okay, I'm gonna go to Cayman on this one. Alright. I mean, Cayman's twice its level. Oh god, was it the... No, it wasn't the Nest Ball. I think it was the Level Ball. The Level Ball would only come in handy if we're trying to catch Pokemon in Kanto. And we would need a lot of them because of all the different areas. And even then, it would probably be better to just use Ultra Balls at the time. I mean, come on. Dark Balls, I think, were useful. Or was it Dusk Balls? I think they were called Dusk Balls. I'm not entirely sure. I would literally have to go back through and see what all Pokeballs could be made and from what apricorn. I need to put Jack up front because we got a bug catcher coming up. I mean, it's still so early in the game, and whew, it's kind of crazy. Still so early in the game, but at the same time, this definitely did help out because how many Pokemon could you catch before Brock? Because you have Route 1, you have that other route, you got Route 2, then you got Viridian Forest. You can only get 4 Pokemon, so you had a team of 5 before you fought Brock. Here, you got 6, you can have a team of 6 with 1 to spare. It's kind of crazy. But that also makes leveling them all up a little bit more challenging. Oh, he's not a spinner here. Yeah, bug catchers are good for Spearow. Alright, Caterpie. The only Pokemon that we haven't caught, the only common Pokemon we have not caught is a Sentret. So we don't have a Sentret, we don't have Weedle, Noctowl and... Not Noctowl, but Hoot and Spinarak are nighttime only. And the fact that, you know, I don't do overnight streams, that's going to make that a bit more difficult. Alright, Jack's level 6. Beauty. Okay, defensively he's going to go down like a sack of potatoes. But offensively, delicious. Delicious bugs. Alright. Okay, this is a new route now. Because the Generation 4 remakes have this as the new route. Oh! Okay, the return of T or Pitcher. We cannot attack this thing, it'd go down too quickly. Not with Jack. What does it have? It's probably got rap. It's probably got rap. I don't know what else because I've never seen one this low level. We can go to Edrib. We can go to Edrib, weaken it, then we can catch it. Okay, it's got Vine Whip. That's really good. That's really, really good. Is this the rare encounter on this route? Because if it is, I'm happy about it. Okay, good. Ooh. The thing is, it's going to be difficult to train this up. We would need to switch train. Alright, come on. You're literally on 2 HP. If not 1. Alright. Alright. Now we got some tea. Alright. Yeah, it lived on 1. Alright. It only knows Vine Whip. So when it levels up, that's going to be interesting. Okay. Yeah, again, it's that mixed attacker stats line. And here's another thing. We won't have, we don't have any water-type trainers coming up anytime soon. But I can still switch train. I can still switch train it with Jack. And Edrib. But if there is a rock type or a grass type or a water type trainer that comes up, I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, it only knows Vine Whip. It doesn't know anything else. Okay, I'm thinking this is more of a common occurrence on this route. I was expecting Sentret at least. What about you? Dark Cave. That's right. We get Flash in Sprout Tower. We get Flash in Sprout Tower. Faulkner's badge gives us the ability to use Flash, but there's a way we can cheese it. Because we can get an encounter in here. Yep, we just bonk against the walls. Get Zubat out of the way. And it's level 2. Okay. They did fix Poison and Bug type super effective against each other. Now they're resisted, I believe. I'm going to try just a plain ball on this level 2 Zubat, because anything else is just going down like a sack of potatoes. Or not at all. It has Leech Life. It's going to be neutral. For 1. Yeah, without that super effective tag, it's doing nothing. Vine Whip's also going to do nothing, though. It has a high crit rate. We cannot hit it with anything. Look at that! Look at that! And it is male too, so there's only one real nickname that we can give this. There's only one nickname we could give it. Alright, so here's the thing about Zubatman. It's gonna take a lot to level up. I mean, it's got a decent base stat line. Doesn't take much to level up. But it's going to take a bit to level up. So anyone who actually gets caught spending more than 2 hours training outside of Violet City, I feel ya, I've been there. Ooh, Bitterberry, that's for confusion. Oh right, there's a Venonat coming up. Alright, there is a quote-unquote static, but it's to help introduce the mail system. I want this first. Hey, free Pokeball. Arnie. Arnie. This is also the time when, you know, they actually gave individual names to Pokemon trainer classes, like Bugcat. Okay, that's not Arnie. Right, Arnie's the one with the Venonat just south of the the bug catching contest. This is Wade. Leech Knife's gonna do nothing. Tackle's gonna do more. We need to swap train Zubatman. Once it gets Bite or Wing Attack, then we're kind of good. But until then, Zubatman is kind of sitting on that fence of being useful and, you know, death fodder. That's all Zubatman is at the moment, is fodder. When it gets more moves, then yeah. But until then, nah. Alright. Another Caterpie. Yes, we need to swap. What level is this Caterpie? Another level 2. Fantastic. Look at this. We ain't even at the first gym and we have a full team. And we still have another encounter. That's how crazy encounters are in this. Just starting off, later on, it's a bit more difficult to get encounters because it's just like, oh boy. But that's how much distance there is. Because after this, we've got... Okay, we aren't doing Ruins of Elf. We ain't doing that. The only way we'd be doing that is just for items. And even then, we aren't going to be doing the puzzle either. I like those puzzles, but it just doesn't sit right. Alright, Zubatman is level 3. A Weedle. I mean, it only knows Poison Sting. It only knows Poison Sting. I could send Queen Pin in on this, but I'd rather send in Jack, get this dealt with. Because after Faulkner, we have two routes, we have a cave, and then we got Slowpoke Well. And then, that's it. Then we face our rival, we face the gym leader, we face our rival, we get cut, we get headbutt, we get the Ilex Forest encounter. And that's it. I mean, that's just, you get 4 encounters after Faulkner. Another Caterpie, huh? And it's back to level 2 Caterpie. Wade. I mean, this is kind of like the best sort of grind that we could hope for, at least in terms of Switch training. Because, I mean, that's plenty of Pokemon right there. We can handle it, no problem. Because we did some grinding earlier. but it is going to be difficult for Zubatman to actually be useful. Don't talk to Wade. Yeah, Zubatman is level 3. I want to get into town. Oh, right. Oh, right. Do we trade a Bellsprout for an Onix? Do we trade Bellsprout for Onix? Do we trade Bellsprout for Onix? Alright, in terms of money, we don't got a lot at the moment. The Sages actually are, a decent challenge. I'll give them that. They're a decent challenge. But before we take on that tower, we need to train up our 2 new members. Which is easier said than done. I'm going to work on Zubatman first. Hey, look at that. A Caterpie. Ooh, level 4. Juicy. Yeah, let's use Queen Pin. Queen Pin. There's a lot of things that we're going to have to keep an eye out for. The Sages all use Bellsprout, save 1 or 2. Those Sages, they also have a Hoot Hoot, and Hoot Hoot is known for being a tanky bird. But I heard something. Hoot Hoot is known for being a tanky bird, especially Noctowl. And I may have to turn around and prematurely go on break. Maybe not. Okay. Whew. Didn't need that. Okay, there's that. But who has access to Hypnosis? Which Generation 2, it's still annoying. Really? Okay. Be right back. I apologize for that. Ugh. I admit, I do not like hearing that sound. Okay, Zubatman's level 4, but let's get him higher. Not that we'll really be using Zubatman, but just in the offhand. Just in the offhand. Bellsprout. Ugh. Cats. I love them. They may not like me as often as they want. Alright, back to grinding. Definitely Jack, because Vine Whip does nothing, and we just take this Bellsprout down, no problem. I lost my train of thought. Ugh. Problem with early game grinding, it's not the most fun. Looks like we're almost getting there. Almost there to level 5. I think once we get Zubatman to level 5, we can work on T. Alright, come on. Oh, Jack's almost level 7. That's good. Leech Life definitely got a boost in the right generation. Because it actually made some bug types viable. And I'm happy about that. I mean, making some new bug types completely viable is just icing on the cake when it comes to bug types. And I know not all poison types are viable, but when some of them are, it's just a thing of beauty. Zubatman is now level 5. Horrible stats. We actually have to raise Zubatman up to a decent level. Oh, Jack got Leer. Nice. Alright. I think Geodude can spawn in Dark Cave. Definitely faster now. Yep, Geodude. That is our second attempt at a Geodude, and it's the perfect one too. Unfortunately, we don't get it. Sad. Geodude's a really strong mon. Yeah, it's not going to take any time at all for T to get up to a proper level. I mean, technically we could train Zubatman against Unown, since they're all Psychic type, but their hidden power, we just don't know what that is. Hidden power, secret power, whichever it is. Ooh, a level 4 Geodude. And it's female, too. Perfect. Times 4 weakness. They actually did make the whole weakness resistance thing work in tandem. And look at that. He is now level 5. Not that T's going to be much useful coming up. Neither Zubat Man. Both of them probably will be stuck in the back, as the rest of the squad kind of goes through it, I think. But on the bright side, it definitely doesn't take much in order to level up our Bellsprout. Alright, now that we got our team at least leveled up enough. If we get a Rattata, that'll definitely save a whole lot of issues. That'll save a whole lot of issues, because the whole Rattata being everywhere bit. I mean, since we already got a Spearow and a Pidgey, that helps out a lot too. Alright, there's a couple of things in town I want to get. This is the... yeah, I think this is the Onyx Trader. I mean, in-game trades have always been useful for getting the Pokedex filled out. Right, there's a school teacher around here somewhere. There you are. Yep, here's the teacher. Alright. Give me anything? Might as well. Yep, talking about switch training. However, Earl's advice quickly falls off when pursuit becomes an issue. Remember pursuits. Alright, let's get through this tower. Alright, what's our first encounter here? Did we just... okay. Never mind. I was going to be looking for items. Nico. They all use Bellsprout. They're all relatively low level too. But that just means more experience. Since they all only know Vine Whip. Beauty. Yep. Let's go ahead and swap into Queen Pin, shall we? Let's swap into Queen Pin. Delicious. Because Vine Whip is resisted. As so. Alright. I'm trying to think of where all we actually battle our rival. There we go. Hey, Queen Pin's gonna evolve. Another Bellsprout? Sure. Queen Pin, take it out. And you missed. Accuracy is a finicky thing. There we go. I also do like the quality of life in terms of the experience bar. I really do like that. Alright, Queen Pin. I have to admit, I love this game. Generation 3 is going to be a bit more interesting. Oh, good. Finally a new move. Alright, who do we have up front? Edrib. Alright. I do like this soundtrack too. Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be nice in case someone uses Stun Spore. Or Glare. Wait, can we get an Arbok somewhere? If we can get an Ekans or an Arbok, I am down. I need my Cobra Commander. At least this is working out. And these Bellsprouts are very much worth it for just some quick experience. Too bad you can't fight these guys again. It would be fantastic. Versus Seeker comes out a generation too late. But the Versus Seeker is also very, very powerful. You're no longer having to be stuck with money that you just give from everyone once. No, you can actually just grind out 4 money. Oh shoot, I should have swapped. Oh well. Edrib. That's the problem with Tackle. Tackle's got an accuracy issue. And I have seen Nuzlocke actually lose because of a tackle miss. A tackle miss. Okay, there we go. Edrib's almost level 9. Alright. This should be, yep. And this is... Oh good, next defense might be useful later. I do like the aesthetic that they went with Johto. I really do. Yeah, I think we might be able to get through this. I think we might be able to get through this before the 2-hour mark. Oh, don't change Pokemon. They're all still level 3. Perfect training. And this does end up being a joke because we got a Spearow. Alright. Nope, nope, nope. I keep hitting the wrong button. Alright, Jack Spearow is now level 8. I actually cannot wait in order to have a Fearow. Fearow can help out a whole lot here. And I know... just so much of our team is just Gen 1 repeats. But you know what? I take it. We have not encountered a Pokemon here. Final floor. Ooh, free potion. That means we can... Are there no encounters? Did I get a perfect tower, which I had no random encounters? Oh, that's gonna suck. Okay. A level 6. Perfect. I'd enjoy it. Oh. That's terrifying. Let's go ahead and use a potion. Yeah. Yeah. And our physical attack stat is not that greatest. And that's 3 resistance. Our special defense is not that great, though. I am not going to the Cayman. Cayman is a death wish. We do not need a death this early. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, that's the reason why I was level 6. It was just a 1. That guy up there has a hoot hoot. Hey, if I get flesh, I'm definitely doubling back and checking out Dark Cave as much as possible. So we have Dark Cave already crossed off. Another level 6. We gotta swap. I want Queen Pin to get the experience, but we need to swap back to Jack. Jack is the only one that just handles this too well. Yeah, you turn around and growth up. Oh! Okay, so now you're +2 special attack. Alright. How much I trust my Pokemon. You have a Hoot Hoot that's going to hypnosis me. I ain't about that. Sending off, well, ooh, a level 7. Now we're getting some now we're getting some good fights here. Now we're getting some groovy experience. Alright, +1 special attack. Going for the Vine Rip. Does 4 damage. Alright. Whew. Unneeded crit, Jack. Unneeded crit. Yes, it left itself wide open. Didn't mean you had to destroy him like that. 14 defense. 10 speed. And now here's the Hoot Hoot. I'm not even going to play around. That's a level 7 Hoot Hoot. It's going to have either Hypnosis or Growl. No, it used Foresight. Okay. Oh, right, that's so that it can hit Ghost types. They added that move into the game, so Ghost types wasn't that broken. Oh, thank you for the tackle. Thank you for the tackle. Pointless. Okay. Tackle, Foresight, Growl. Oh, thank you for outspeeding me. Just 1 pip away. I swear. Alright, now that we got that done. You are indeed skilled as a trainer. As promised, here is your HM. But let me say this. You should treat your Pokemon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokemon are not tools of war. He claims to be the elder, but he's weak. It stands to reason. I'd never lose to fools who babble about being nice to Pokemon. I only care about strong Pokemon that can win. I really couldn't care less about weak Pokemon. Fine. Which is why he doesn't pick up the Shuckle when we get to, what was it, Cianwood? Oh right! We have a Rattata encounter! Finally! Alright. Of course it's gonna outspeed me. For nothing. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a safety potion. Or my defense. Plus the animations just look a lot smoother. Okay, I think now's the time for a Pokeball. Alright. It eats anything. Oh. Yeah. That leads to an infestation. Okay, what do we name it? 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 I'm trying to think. Because it's kinda decent, but it's not the greatest. It gets overshadowed by so many other Pokemon. Especially later in the run. What do we name this thing? We'll name it Concrete because if we ever pick it up and evolve it, Raticate can chew through concrete. Alright, and getting Rattata out of the way is beautiful. Okay, nothing over there. Let me see. Okay. I am going to do a safety save. And I'm going to walk down. I'm going to walk down because I want to hold that escape rope. I want to hold on to that escape rope. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. And Splash. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between your Pokemon and you. A bright future. He gives you the HM for Flash. He's very sagely... I can't believe I did that. Immediate regrets. Regrets? Okay, we need to go to Jack. Because level 7 Bellsprouts are nothing to joke about. That was a crit. Okay. Okay. You can have your crits. You can have your crits. And he still had that berry from earlier. I see this as a gym battle before the actual gym. So very, very good here. What else you got? Hoothoot. I know immediately who I'm swapping into for that. Damon. Level 10. It's gonna have Hypnosis. Or Peck. Or Peck. Okay. Growl, Foresight, Tackle, Peck, or Hypnosis. Ooh, that does nothing. Tackle. Ooh. Foresight. That's fine. Growl again. Stop saying you're gonna hit me and hit me. Thank you. I'm afraid of taking another hit. So I'm going to go ahead and use a potion. Thankfully, it doesn't have Leer. Good. Good, you missed. Yeah, Rage reset once I went to heal. But that's fine. That's fine. Yep, go ahead. Go right ahead. Beauty. Alright. And this Hoot Hoot is down. 123 experience. I love seeing that. Almost went right to 10. About to use Bellsprout. Yeah, let's swap. Swap to Queen Pin to get the battle started. Then we'll swap to Edrib. This shouldn't hurt. Yeah, even at a +1, that's not hurting. Alright. Yeah, one more hit will do. Oh, you went to +2. Fancy. And there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's some pretty decent stats. Oh, we got Gust! A little too late! But we got Gust! Ah, excellent. You and your Pokemon should have no problem using this move. Take this Flash HM. Thank you. Flash, unlike Generation 1, is useful here. Flash illuminates even the darkest of all places. But to use it out of battle, you'll need the badge from Violet's gym. Good. And now we out of here. We got our encounter. We got the HM. We faced every one of these sages. Nothing left for us here. Nothing left for us here. Alright. Alright. We're going to heal up, and then we're going to figure out who's going to stay on the team, who's not, after a quick break. No, I say a quick break, but I mean like 5 to 10 minutes. So, be back soon. Oh, probably should take that off. There we go. Alright. Be back in about 10 minutes. And we're back. Okay. There we go. Alright. Who are we going to keep on the team? Queen Pin is getting close to evolving again and being more than just a wall. Well, it'll change from being a wall to something else. Because we still got some grinding to do. T is going to be useless in the next gym, and the gym after. Zoo Batman is going to be a long-term investment. Alright, so let's go... You know what? Let's go ahead and get T built up a bit. Because there's going to be water-type trainers. There's going to be water-type trainers along the way. And then there's going to be rock-type trainers. Exhilarating. We don't want Zubat. Oh, when would we get our first electric type? I'm trying to think of how the team building's going to be. Like, when is going to be our first electric type? Because there's no place that's really designated for electric types. We've got the Burn Tower, which we can get a possible fire type. Possible fire type. Or a coughing. Here we are, Geodude. Okay, it got growth at level 6. Okay. I think ideally we want the team to be about level 10-ish. But there's no other trainers aside from the 2 gym trainers. And Faulkner himself. At least for now. We could get Wade's number. We could get Joey's number so we can rebattle them. But honestly, it doesn't... How they scale up is definitely far slower than how we would scale up. Because we can get a possibility of 10, not 10, but 16 gym badges for this. I mean, the fact that we already got a grass type is nice. And we started off with a water type. So, I'm thinking of good, useful types. Fire type, we have to go until Ekoutique in order to get one. Psychic is still strong, it's just not as strong. It's a different kind of game. When will we get our first electric type? Probably Chinchou, really. Once we get Chinchou, then yeah, we have a water electric. So that definitely is a bit of a backup plan. Magnemite maybe? I just don't know where. Or when. Because, I mean, we're still in the early stages of the game. We're still in the early stages of the game. So it's going to be a bit interesting. Oh wait, Floppy! We can get Floppy! Or Mareep. We can get a Mareep. That's an electric type. A slow one, but a really powerful one because it's kind of bulky. Ampharos is kind of bulky. And it is a shame that it never gets Tail Glow. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, there's Mareep. Hop-Up is on the next route. Is on the next route too. The reason why I went down manually instead of using the escape rope is because we're fine, but we're going to use that escape rope later. Come on. Thank you. Oh, the Tsuchinoko! Tsuchinoko! It's the exact same size as a Salamence. Oh, man. Oh, man, this is... I wanted just cause. Dunsparce could have had an evolution to where its stats were better. Oh, but it doesn't get that. What does it get? I have never... Oh, it gets Rage. I have never encountered a Dunsparce this early. I had to wait until much later in the game before the ice cave to even encounter one. That's insane. That's insane. Oh, man. I have never seen a Dunsparce that early. I have never seen a Dunsparce that early. I really haven't. Oh, man. I guess it makes sense because Dunsparce swarms do end up happening in this area, in the post-game, in order to help fill out the decks. Or if you come across a shiny. Speaking of which, we will now have a shiny clause. We won't ever use them. We will not ever use them. We're not even going to use them as encounter tokens. What we are going to do is, have them as, I guess, trophies. Because getting a shiny is just so rare. I'm just thinking about, what we're going to need. Because I know we're going to need an electric type. We have flying on deck. Okay, we only have one Vine Whip left. I know we would replace Vine Whip with Razor Leaf later on. Razor Leaf has more move power. Which means that guy either got a Geodude or a Dunsparce. He let us know that there was a rare encounter in here. I'm still learning some new few things, and you have to remember, I hadn't played this game since... Oh god. When was the last time I even touched this game in its regular format? I can't even remember. Yeah, I think you saw a little bit of that outline. Just a little bit of that outline. I'm just trying to think. I mean, we don't have a rock type. We don't have an electric type. We don't have an ice type. When does Zubat get a new move? I think we would have to end up switch training the Zubat man against Faulkner's gym trainers. Alright, come on. Here's Growlithe, Vulpix, Magby, Ponyta, maybe. There isn't a cycling road in this game, at least not in Johto. I mean, it doesn't take much in order to level up a Bellsprout. It just depends on how often we get Geodude encounters. I mean, if we were doing a solo Pokemon run, we would be more than fantastic to go. Oh, I'm just trying to think. Here we go. Nope, it's a Zubat. With Zubat, man, we have to switch train. Was Weedle a rare encounter? Oh. No, maybe Weedle was in Silver and or Crystal. I do know that let me see. This is gold, so we would be getting a specific item so that we can go up the Tin Tower. And then after we get through all of Kanto, we would be given an item to go after Lugia in the Whirl Islands. I think we'll be close to leveling up here, if we don't level up. Okay, yeah, we were close. There's just a lot of Bellsprout. It's hard to kind of like train up a Pokemon on some of these other Pokemon. Go figure. Because we're trying to get to level 10, and we're having to go up against level 2 through 4. We haven't even seen a level 5 in the wild. I mean, the wild Pokemon level scaling is so atrocious in Generation 2. It takes so long to level up that if you know what Pokemon gives the best experience and how often they are, you're looking at encounter tables as well as figuring out experience rates. it becomes a bit of a nightmare. Okay, T's done. I mean, we have no other berries other than Poison Cure, Paralysis Cure, Bitter Berry, which is Confusion. Oh, okay, a level 4 Caterpie. I'm done with that. Because Queen Pin is almost level 9. And still does garbage damage. I mean, this is kind of why. I know Queen Pin's not going to be useful in the gym battle itself. Because Queen Pin is still a bug type. Which means Gust is going to destroy her. I mean, that's without a question. That's without a doubt. We'd be stuck in a heal spam, and we don't have the funding for heal spam. Oh man. Alright. At least now we're back where it's colorful and bright. I've got a Pidgey. Level 3. This will get us to level 9. Pidgey only knows Tackle, which is fine. I mean, this is a lot of work just to get to the next level. And apparently, level 4 Caterpies give 30 experience, which is pretty good. If we had a rare candy. But we don't get access to those until we get some other moves. Okay, so... I'm gonna go heal. I'm gonna go heal because it's gonna take a while in order to level up. But once Queen Pin levels up, it'll be worth it. I guess the goal for this stream is to get through Faulkner and see what our encounters are by the time we get to Azalea. I'm hoping. Maybe just getting through Faulkner. Oh god, who would we box? Maybe Queen Pin, because Queen Pin's not going to be useful for a long time. In fact, Queen Pin probably won't be useful at all. I mean, sure, it gets signal. It gets a Silver Wind, but there's not that many dark types that we can take advantage of that on. And that Pidgey is just too much work for just 23 experience. Potentially? Because it only knows Vine Whip. And it doesn't have that good of the defense stats. So yeah, we're getting Queen Pin to level 10 just cause then we can box her. Cause actually yeah, cause Butterfree, when you look at the gym leaders, it doesn't even really get to be useful until Ekutique. And I say Ekutique because, I mean, Bugsy, okay, Psychic type moves don't work on it. Gust, maybe, but not really. So, I mean, there's the potential there. But then after that, what's next? I mean, you got Whitney with her Clefairy and Miltank, and Miltank is a monster. Then there's... Then there's Ekritique with all the ghost types. The only one that isn't affected by the psychic type attack is Misdreavus, and I don't think Morty has that. He probably does. Misdreavus is such a rare encounter, too. It has to be a specific time of day or night, and it's in a very specific location. We're putting in a lot just to get to level 10. Granted, Edrib and Jack are going to be able to level up very quickly. Oh wait, no, not Pidgey. Pidgey's kind of at the bottom tier of the table. We only ever saw one Sentret. And that annoys me because Sentret and Furret are really good Pokemon. Oh hey, our first level 5. Go figure. That was a crit. I don't like this. So we're minus 2 speed. We're not outspeeding at all anymore. Alright, here we go. How much experience does a level 5 Caterpie give? $37. Now we're starting to hit that slow grind. We're starting to hit that slow grind. Right when we got in the grass. Oh good, a Caterpie. Another level 5. I'm okay, I'll take it. 37 experience. A little hard fought, but worth it. The fact it takes so long just to get through. I know we have Flash, but I'm not teaching it yet, because Flash isn't the most... It has 70 accuracy to lower an opponent's accuracy stat by one stage. I do want to check out the rest of Dark Cave, see what else it's got, because I know it's got items. I don't think we get access to repels until... Oh, not even until Goldenrod, because Goldenrod has the department store. Can we get Bellsprout, please? No? At least when it comes to encounters, we got some decent encounter rates. And we got that Rattata, so that any other Rattata we come across, we could just say, nope. Oh! This is well worth it. A level 6. This is well worth it. Okay. We may need to change tactics, but this is worth a lot of experience. Okay. I guess we're going to be here for a bit. Let me just keep hitting A. Because we could run across Hoppip, we could run across Mareep, we could run across Poliwag. All of which can be really good. And Poliwag in Generation 2 does have another evolution, but it's a trade evolution, I think. And I'm not turning off trade evolutions. If it has to evolve by trade, then we're stuck at it. Like Kadabra, Haunter when we get to Gen 3, Machoke, and Graveler. Graveler can run through so much of this generation. We could come across a Graveler, because we already got Zubat, man. We could come across a Geodude when we go through that pass. And if we do, that's being put onto the team until we get done with Morty. Because Geodude just first 4 gyms, it either completely destroys or it walls, in the case of Whitney. So that's, I mean, getting through the first half of Generation 2 with just one Pokemon is just beautiful. It becomes useful again against Jasmine, but not against Chuck. Chuck is fighting type. And also has a Poliwrath, which I am not looking forward to fighting. I forget, is his name Wallace? The ice type gym leader. Most of his Pokemon are water type, which you can just run through with either a strong grass and electric. Oh good, we're done. But then there's Claire. And Claire is a piece of work. That took a lot. That took a lot. Is 27 experience worth it? Yeah, this is worth it. We'd hit level 10. We would hit level 10, and we can actually move on to training the other groups, the other members. There we go. Oh, 23, I'm sorry. But we got it. Yes, evolve, evolve. And we actually get our first special attack of the game. That's why it's worth it. We actually get a special attack. And look at Butterfree's Spite. It's beautiful in this generation. Alright, we got Confusion. And that's probably going to be the mainstay attack for Queen Pin. I guess we can hold on to Queen Pin. Alright. Now let's get to Cayman. I mean, our starter. He's our starter. Level 4. So that's going to be worth it. Oh good, we're almost there. Don't use String Shot, just to tackle us. You used String Shot. Okay. And again. Okay. Yeah, that's scratch range. Definitely so with the critical. And like that. 21 attack. Wow. Egypt. We do need to change the move order. I mean, we can still keep Tackle, because Tackle is Stab. For now. Until it gets Quick Attack. Then we're definitely replacing that. Okay, so we need Bugs. That's not a bug. Okay. Not worth my time. But yeah, I'd say we would definitely be switch training Zubat Man. Oh, here we go. This is worth. It's important to know that Gust While it is labeled as a special attack in later generations, it is still considered a physical attack. So we might still be here for a little bit. Not too long, thankfully. Not too long. Alright. Look at that. Idrib almost level 10. There we go. Alright. Good stats, good stats. Alright, now we got Jack. Oh, to think that we're almost ready to go into Faulkner's gym. Okay. How much experience does Jack need? Yeah, this won't cut it. Let's get some bugs. Let's get Bellsprout. Where are the Bellsprout? Metapod. That'll work. Metapod will work. Level 5 Metapod, no less. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit for Jack now. Cause Jack's level up curve is different from Pidgey's. Hey, Bellsprout. Okay. Just one shot it. There you go. Alright. No, we don't bother with Pidgeys. 23 experience is too low on the curve. Alright. Caterpie is definitely worth, though. There we go. Another Bellsprout, definitely worth. It's going to be interesting when we, it's going to be very interesting when we get to, Generation 4. Like, how am I going to set things up? Because I know I want to, but... Okay. We're just going to be running into a bunch of Pidgeys. Here we are. I know I'm clearing my throat a whole lot. And I know it doesn't make for a good commentary or anything like that, but it is what it is. I was hoping we'd be done before this. If we lose Zubatman or have to use him as like a bit of a sacrificial, or have to use him as a fodder, then I mean there wasn't much there. All right. Almost there, almost there. We just need a Bellsprout Another Caterpie, maybe. Speaking of, what level? Perfect. So there is a chance that we can still get a Geodude, and I'm happy about that. There we go. Now that we're down here... Sup Zubat Man up to the front. We're gonna go heal up, and then we're gonna take on the gym. Alright. Not even 3 o'clock and I'm already yawning my head like a Pez dispenser. Do you even remember those? Pez dispensers? Alright, here we go. Okay. I mean, I like some of the naming conventions with some of the gym leaders. They kind of broke it with Morty. Well, not necessarily. Okay. Definitely not T. Definitely not T or Queen Pin. I'm gonna go into Cayman and Rage. Welcome to the Barbarian Nuzlocke, if you ever played Dungeons and Dragons or even looked at the books. And of course you're faster, so you get a bit more damage off. Okay. And this Spearo's down. Okay. We're gonna go heal. I mean, Cayman is a good choice. Because it gets Rage. It's a very strong move. And the fact that his physical defense is almost as good means he can eat hits and dish back even harder. It's proto-counter, but you have to keep using it. I know Rage was in Generation 1, but you got locked into it. So, of course, that's a problem in Gen 1. They fixed that in Gen 2. Alright. Hey, look! It's the money symbol. I mean... Guts isn't an ability until Generation 3, and then it's a pretty good one. Okay, sending out a level 7 Pidgey. Who would we send in? Okay. I'm thinking Jack at the least. Because Jack's faster and Jack can hit hard. Oh look, 2-shot. And we only lost a third of our HP. Alright, there you go, Zubat Man, with Supersonic. How annoying! Another Pidgey. We gotta go back to Zubat Man. And then we'll go E-Drib. And then we can go heal. Generation 3 did make some things a lot easier. You got the amulet coin real early. You got the experience share real early. Look at the animation on Gus. It's beautiful. Alright. Alright. We're gonna go heal. Zoo Batman. We're gonna keep you in the back just in case. Because we cannot swap train you on a gym leader. Especially Faulkner, because he's got a trick up his sleeve. He's got 2 tricks up his sleeve, actually. I'm thinking we lead No, we can't lead. We cannot lead Cayman. We can lead Jack, but not Cayman, because Faulkner has an illegal Pidgeotto, and that it is low level and still a Pidgeotto. I mean, we could turn around and get away with this with Generation 1 having a low level Pidgeotto available to you from Viridian Forest. But we know how that went. Took out Henry the First. Okay. Definitely safety save. Alright, here we go. I'm Faulkner, the Violet Pokemon Gym Leader. People say you can clip flying-type Pokemon's wings with a jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. He's all about bird Pokemon. Let's get him some breadcrumbs so that he can go feed the Pidgey out in the park. Speaking of, a level 7 Pidgey. Okay, so we're technically on par? But he has a secret weapon, but we're not going to allow him to use it. We're going to stay with our flying types. Alright. Good experience. Pidgeotto. A level 9... Okay, so we are slightly over-leveled, but that is an evolved Pokemon. It's gonna have Gust, isn't it? Yeah, going for Stab Gust. Okay, that did 9 points of damage. Ooh. Okay. Okay, we need a heal now. Good thing we got some potions. Okay. We can live another hit. And we are faster. We can beat this already. Doing it. Hands off. Alright. And Jack's now level 11. Such a beauty. 22 attack and speed. Perfect. Darn, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. Alright, take this. It's the official Pokemon League Zephyr badge. We got some money. The Zephyr badge raises the attack power of Pokemon. Good. It also enables Pokemon to use Flash if they have it anytime. Here, take this too. And this was his secret weapon. By using a TM, a Pokemon will instantly learn a new move. Think before you act. A TM can be used only once. TM31 contains Mud Slap. It reduces the enemy's accuracy while it causes damage. Low damage. In other words, it is both defensive and offensive. I mean, it's a good tactic. It is a good tactic. Get a little bit of chip damage while also lowering your opponent's accuracy is really good. Hello, Flame. We just go. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the phone. Let me get this for the bit. Yeah. Oh, you have. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to him. Alright. Anytime the phone goes off, I'm going to be doing that bit. I just need to remember it. Alright, but first... I mean... Well, yeah, we already know who Bill is, apparently. Alright, so, who do we deposit? I mean, there's going to be water types. Will there be poison types? Psychic is good against poison and fighting. I don't think we'll be seeing much fighting, if at all. I know it gets Gust, but it's just at a later point in time, and it... Yeah, okay. Alright, Queen Pin. You're in the box. Alright, give me the egg. I mean, it's been about 2.5 hours. Yeah, sure. Give me the egg. Free Pokemon. It also has to be with other active Pokemon to hatch. Only person who can rely on. Effectively, what this means is we have to be... since we're so active as trainers because we're walking around, that's how the egg will hatch. And it's another flying type Pokemon now that I think about it. It starts off normal but becomes normal flying. Alright, let's take a look. Another mechanic. Must be close to hatching, so it's got about 504 steps. Actually, 500. Okay, so before we even think of anything else, we need... Flash. He is the only one able, and that's fine. So, let's go and see what's in Dark Cave. Let's go see what's in Dark Cave. Alright. Alright, now that we can see. Okay, so Rock Smash. Alright, we need to swap Jack around. Because until that egg hatches, we can't have another Pokemon in our team. Alright, Zubatman, you're up front. Not that you're going to do much. So there will be some items that we can get, but other items that we cannot get. We can't even progress further through this without Rock Smash or Surf. Hey, Geodude. Okay, so we have to go down here. Alright, we got a potion. That helps us. Anything else? Yeah, nothing else for now. At least we got that. I mean, free healthcare. And let's also go to the Ruins of Alph real quick. Just real quick. Let's go to the Ruins of Alph. Let's not worry about trying to get other Pokemon at the moment. At least not at the moment. Oh wait, how much money do we got? Okay, we got 2,000. We got 2,000 and change. I love that animation. It's no longer just a static image. Wait, what's in here? Oh. Never mind. It's just information. I know talking to NPCs everywhere is kind of a hallmark thing. Wait, you give me Rock Smash, don't you? Yeah, it's defensively bulky. I forgot about Sudowoodo. That's a static. The Sudowoodo is not a bad Pokemon. It's just very defensive. Well, we're not going to be interested in that. Oh, we have to play the game? Okay. Guess it's only in Crystal. Okay. This is a Kabuto. Anyone ever get stumped on this kind of puzzle because of just how archaic looking it is? Okay, that should go there. Yeah, that looks about right. And we're about done with this puzzle. I thought for certain that we would be able to do this for some items, but... we don't even have the radio card yet. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and get this encounter out of the way. Let's get this encounter. Let's get this F. Would have been a bit more appropriate if it was an L. Okay, hidden power. What is this hidden power? Resisted. It could be bug. HP bug. Could also be HP poison or HP grass. This would probably be the only way that we could grind up Zubat, man. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw a Pokeball at it. I do need to restock on Pokeballs, though. Alright, we got our unowned. Never to be used. Alright, now that we got that done, all the other unknowns are free game. I spent so much time here, I don't know why. I think it's only a crystal thing. Yeah, it's only a crystal thing. Yeah, you do that. Anything else? Yeah, there's 26 kinds of them, one for each letter of the alphabet. I'm going to try something just to be certain. Where is it? Here we are. Yeah, it did nothing. Okay. So this was a waste of time. I mean, we could even have fished here, or surfed. But we already go to Ruins of Alpha Encounter just because. Alright, and that's to go further. Oh, hey, berry. Paralyzed here. I'll take it. Alright. I should go restock up on items real quick. Yeah, give me some Pokeballs. Yeah, you know what? 11. We've got a lot of catching to do. And we don't get access to Great Balls for a long while. I know that means that in terms of health items, we have none. Effectively. But at the same time, what do you expect? Alright. With that, though, let's go ahead and save. Okay, there we go. Alright. With that, though, I'm going to call it here. Let me just throw this up real quick. Alright. Let's see. Who can we raid today before we call it a day? I know 3 hours, and I said 4, but honestly, I have to grind a bit more or stuff. So let's see who we can raid. You know what? Spar. He's doing some artwork. And it looks to be pixel pixel artwork. I like that. So let's go ahead and raid him. You guys, you have a good time. For those of you on the YouTube side, like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, engage. And if you like the series or if you've liked everything I've done up so far, especially the yellow Nuzlocke, let me know. See what else I can do. I was going to do a recording of XCOM, but apparently it was dropping frames very hard. But I'll see you guys at another time. You guys, take care.